and welcome to Social Media for Humans, the podcast that empowers you to do social differently. Your host, Alexis Bushnell, and her guests discuss their experience of social media as business owners, users, and ultimately humans, with insights and advice to help you find an effective and ethical strategy that works for you. Grab yourself a drink and join the conversation.
Hi. Today we're going to talk about social media tips for people who struggle with executive function stuff. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm not going to ramble. That makes a change. Okay, my first tip is use an all-in-one content planner. So use something to plan your content that has everything in one place. Don't be putting stats separately and a list of like key dates for your industry separately and your media somewhere else and your captions somewhere else and your hashtag somewhere else. No. Put it all in one place. Just get one thing. I don't care what that thing is, but get one thing where everything is right there in front of you and you can do it all from one thing. I use the Heart and Soul Digital Content Planner. Obviously, I'll put links to that. It's an affiliate link, but I will put a link to that in the show notes and everything. You can also do it on Notion. There are a lot of Notion templates, or you can set up your own. You can also do it in a Word document or have a folder in some kind of Google Drive, Dropbox, whatever you're using, where like everything is there. The key thing is to have everything in one place. So you're not trying to skip around and find where you've put this and where you've put that. And, oh God, I know I wrote a caption for this. Where did I put it? Or, oh, I know there's an event coming up that I'm supposed to be talking about, but I can't remember where I put the list. Just have it all in one place. Also, you can just do it in your calendar app. It would probably be a little bit trickier because you would have to link out to certain things. But I reckon it's doable. I might have to have a play with that and see. Okay, tip number 2. This is a Marmite tip. Scheduling. I love scheduling. Okay, I'm a big fan of scheduling your content. I will concede it is not for everybody. If you are somebody who is like, no, but I just write my post and I post it when I write it and that's fine, it works for me. Great. Carry on. That's totally fine. If you are somebody, which is a lot of the people I work with, who are stressed about, oh God, I've not posted in 3 weeks. I really need to write something, but now I'm stressed because I don't know what to write. If you have a life which is busy and you don't really have the time to come up with and put together a social media post, or indeed remember that you need to do a social media post this week or tomorrow or whatever, there are many different reasons that you might want to schedule content. I love scheduling. I will say, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to say, I'm going to schedule all of my content. What you can do is say, I am going to schedule 1 post a week. And then if I have something else to say, if I have the brain space to come up with something, if I'm inspired by something, if I have a thing to talk about, I'll do another post and I'll just post it. That's cool. You can do that. But if you schedule 1 post a week, you know there is something happening on your social media every week and you don't have to stress about it. If you don't come up with something new that week to post about, that's cool because there's already something going out. It's great. Tip number 3, batch your jobs. Again, I feel like this is potentially a Marmite thing. Some people love it, some people not so much. Generally speaking, though, I do think it is helpful. So if you are creating images, whether that's you're using Canva, you're doing a little mini photo shoot, that kind of thing, do all of your photos at one time. You know, if you've got a shop, take all the photos of your stock. Just set up your little photo shoot area and just power through all of them. Do all of them. If you're doing selfies, set up your little area. Just go and change tops. It's fine. You know, like if you're doing hashtag research, do all of it. Don't be like, this is something I notice a lot of people do, is they will, when they learn about hashtags, suddenly they start writing posts for Instagram mainly. and then they will do the hashtag research based on the post that they've written. So they're doing hashtag research for every single post, and that's great. I'm all for that, but do it all in one go. Just stick some music on and lose a few hours of your life down the hashtag rabbit hole. Find some hashtags for all the different things that you speak about, and then you can just grab them and go. You can put them into little chunks, little boxes, like this is this topic, these are hashtags for this topic, these are hashtags for that thing that I talk about, and then you don't have to do it again. Same with like caption writing. Write all your captions in one go. Don't write the caption. Go and find an image. Go and find some hashtags. Do all the captions, then do all the images, or do all the images and then do all the captions. I don't care which way around. But batch your jobs so that you are focusing on like just the writing, just the images, because they're different brain states. Tip number, what are we on? Four. Combine structure and flexibility. Okay? We are not great at being one thing all the time. Just humans, generally. Okay? Because stuff happens. Me, I love to be organized. I love a plan. I love a schedule. I love the structure. But sometimes life happens. And if I don't have the flexibility built in, I just cry. So rather than cry, I have built like flexibility into the structure. This is going to look different for everybody. Part of the way it looks for me is having due dates, as in DO, as in the date you want to do something, and due dates, DUE, as in the date something is due and needs to happen. So having those things separately so that I can plan to do something on a certain day, that is before it is actually the deadline. In content planning, this is probably going to look like having a due date for your content for next month way before the start of the month. Maybe you want to have your due date for your December content at the end of October. Because then if it gets pushed back, it's fine. You still got all of November to push it back before it's actually the deadline. It's a handy tip. It works for me. I'm just saying. This also links back to the scheduling options of like, you don't have to schedule all your posts. You can schedule some of them and still have separate posts that you post manually when things come up, whatever. It is building in things to your systems and what have you that allow you to have a great idea and go with it, or for stuff to happen and everything doesn't fall apart. I use Publer for scheduling. I love it. I will pop an affiliate link for that in the show notes. If it doesn't work for you, there are plenty of other options. Sprout Social is quite a high-end one, probably a bit too much for most freelancers, very small businesses. Buffer, I used to use and love Buffer. Later is great. There's a ton of different options for schedulers. Small companies, big companies. There is something for you. If you're only on Facebook and Instagram, you can use Meta's Business Suite, schedule direct from there. So there's options. LinkedIn now has native scheduling. You can schedule direct from LinkedIn. You don't even need a scheduler. So plenty of options. And number 5, my final tip is figure out what works for you. Okay, try some of these tips. If they don't work for you, that's fine. I would love to hear what does work for you. So hit me up on social media, drop a comment in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, because I would really love to hear what has helped you and what works for you around navigating like social media as a neurodivergent business owner especially. But this is applicable to most humans because stuff happens and we have to figure stuff out and our brains all work differently. So let's share some ideas in the comments on social media. Tag me, tell me what works for you and how you sort of organize your social media systems, what your favorite scheduling tools are, what your favorite content planning situation setup is. Tell me these things because I'm a nerd. I just love to hear about this stuff. I love to talk about it. I will probably ask you an inappropriate amount of questions about like why you love that thing and how you've set it up to work for you. You don't have to answer them all, but it'd be great if you did. So yeah, that is the situation. If you need support with your content planning or figuring out social media generally, I am running a special offer where if you book now, you will get 25% off, even if you book for September. Because a lot of people are telling me that they are too busy right now to actually be doing stuff because life is happening. But they would like to work with me in September. So if you book now, you get a discount. Who doesn't love a discount? There will be details of how you can do that in the show notes, in the description, on my social media. There's tons of it on my social media. I'm very if you're listening to just the audio, you're missing a lot of arm waving today. So yeah,
If you want more regular
that's my
reminders to
little
find your own way
spiel.
to use social media,
Tell me about your
follow
social media
Alexis on your social
situation
platform of
setup.
choice. All the
And
links will be in
I
the show
still don't know
notes.
how to. I'm gonna have
Until
to watch an
next
old
time,
episode just to
be a human.
listen to the ending and be like, how do I end these? Okay, take care of yourselves. Yeah, that's all I've got for you.
If you want more regular reminders to find your own way to use social media, follow Alexis on your social platform of choice. All the links will be in the show notes. Until next time, be a human.